Isn't nature beautiful? Look at it, nature. The Oreo thing is a thing now. I've had like 5 people ask me about that. That makes me happy. Whatever, segue into what I want to talk about this week, which is I want to chime in on the whole life being a season thing. Because the Oreo thing has to do with my season finale, and my season finale was comically depressing. Like, I'm fine. I feel great. I was sad when it happened, and then, like, after it happened, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's so sad. Like, it's really fucking sad. But, not gonna get into that on the internet. If you guys want to know, just ask me. But, see how that happened. There was definitely, like, this clear point where it's, like, cut to black, roll credits. This feels like the season finale, but I didn't know if I necessarily had, like, a whole arcing season. And then I kind of thought about it. Because if my season would have started in, like, the Florida route, and the big kind of purveying issue and personal drama thing I had to deal with was, like, dealing with the fact that, like, I still feel the same way about Katrina, and that was my whole Florida route, because I found out about it somehow, and so every fucking day, he'd ask me about it, and I had to deal with and process that and talk about it. And like, there was this one day where we had these mini meetings, and basically to sum it up, it goes like this. Basically the meeting was like, are you happy? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna complain about all my work grievances to the ma and pa of a family-owned business. So I was like, I've got personal problems I have to deal with, but other than that, I'm fine. And so then Pops was like, well, Devin, if you ever got any problems, Mana makes an excellent listener. And then Mana was like, yeah, I do. So I was like, could I, like, talk to you about Katrina for, like, an hour and a half? Is that a thing? I sound like Arthur. God damn it! So yeah, that was a thing I did. And so that was kind of the whole, like, arc. Kind of. And then there was, like, the first day I got back was I spent that whole night with Katrina, and the beach thing happened. And that's like a mid-season finale right there. And so, like, with that context in mind, my season finale gets, like, less just flat-out depressing. It's more like a bittersweet love song, kind of. It just reaffirms where I've been, like, with all of that, and kind of, like, reinforces my stance on how I think love should work. What is this? What the fuck? I'm keeping that shit! And Arthur has a read on my season finale that I rather like, but I can't get into because too personal. So that's my kind of 2 cents on the season thing, and this has not been my most depressing season, but the group as a whole has been the downest of the seasons. The low point of my existence is senior year. Fuck that season. Also, recommendation of the week is, it's either And I'm Okay or I'm Okay by the Rua, R-U-A. That's a great song. Kind of like when I recommended You Were Cool by the Mountain Goats. This is just a sentiment everyone should hear and will need to hear at some point in their life, and you should really listen to it. I love the Rua, and I love that song. It gets me every time. Also, check out my shirt. It's so cool. Samus is my favorite Nintendo character, and, like, everyone gets Samus's characterization wrong because they think she's supposed to be like Boba Fett, and you're kind of half right, but if you actually get into it and know about her characterization, Samus is basically a scared little girl who never really grew up and got out of being a scared little girl plagued with self-doubt. But the thing that makes Samus a badass is she is the scared little girl plagued with self-doubt who doesn't know what to do, but she shoots the monsters in the face because it's time to nut up. Also, point I forgot to make is I feel like my season finale gets me hella fangirls. Like, in the universe where a bunch of freaking nerds, or the band formerly known as Genesea, is a TV show, like, my ending got me so many fangirls. There's just hella fan art, and, like, hashtag would date Devin or something along those lines is trending because they all love me. Also, fan casting. Who plays us? Simon Pegg for Arthur and Nick Frost for Noah. Luis from Ant-Man for Tayshawn. I feel like Danny Glover would make a good me. I wanna talk about fan casting for the show. I want that to be a thing. Josh from Drake and Josh to play Derek. That'd be perfect.